Hello everybody, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Just checking you can hear me. I've got a slight issue going on with my phone, but I think I've sorted it now, so let me just get that sorted in there. Why hasn't it come on there? Okay. Oh, technology. My internet's been playing up with me today. So now, hopefully you can hear me through my phone. Hopefully. Well, it's all very exciting. Nothing like a last minute technical glitch to get me panicked. But no, I'm not panicking. We don't do panicking anymore. Hopefully it's all working and everyone can hear me. Good. Yes. Lovely. Thank you, Marilyn. You're a star. So I was going to actually just make it this way. Right. So how is everybody? Hope everybody's good. It's Monday. It's a bit gloomy here. A bit gloomy. The sun's trying. It's very bright. It's just not sunny, if you know what I mean. And it's a bit cloudy and it looks like it could rain. But, you know, that's England in July. So sadly, despite me colouring my hair yesterday, they didn't win the football. Ugh. However, we did have a Brit in the final winning the doubles tennis yesterday. Hurrah! So that was good. I watched lots and lots of sport yesterday. It was the Scottish Open. So we had the golf, we had the tennis, and we had the football. And through it all, I did some finances. Thought I'm going to get me expenses done. So, anyway, so hi everybody. Hi Miss Pat, how are you? Lovely to see you. Oh, it's nice that you're here. Cool. Okay, so hopefully we're on now and live and it's working. And I have so much to talk to you about today. So much. I have a feeling my camera might be a little bit low. I don't know. Let's take me off. Oops. Let's take me off down here. Okay, let's see. How big is that? Yeah, see, it's not very big. We might have trouble, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. So we're going to be talking later, All Squared Away. That's this one, All Squared Away bundle. Okay. Oh, you're in New Hampshire. Ah, fantastic. So yes, that's nice. I thought you were a little bit early, but I thought, oh, she's up very early, but now it makes more sense. I bet you're still up quite early though. Okay, so this is the bundle we're going to be playing with a little bit later. But first, I need to tell you some stuff. So Christmas in July is going at the moment. That is still on. So don't forget to use your special host code when you purchase the trimmings and tidings suite, which includes the stamps, the dies, the paper and the ribbon. Buy that from me and I will send you a card pack if you use this host code. And I'm going to be sending the first lot out this week. Okay, so that's that. And then the other thing is that if you want to book for my next card class, which is my All Squared Away, it's now up and live on my website, which is here, and you just choose the book button. Okay, so that will work for that. Okay, that's enough of that. So hello. Oh, we've got loads. Oh, it's 7:35 a.m. Hello. That's a little early, but it's not too bad. That's cool. Hi Joe. Hi Margaret. That's excellent. Right. Okay. So we're going to do some Squared Away, and then, but I also wanted to share with you about our paper party that's coming up, because you can book into it now. You can start pre-ordering now. This is, should I do it now or not? No, I'm going to do it afterwards. Do you know what? I'm going to do it at the end. Let's get the crafting done, and then I'm going to share with you about the paper party. It's very exciting. You're going to get to see some sneak peeks from the new catalogue. Yes, indeed, some sneak peeks from the new catalogue. But in the meantime, before we do that, let's do this. So the Squared Away bundle comes with a stamp set and the floral square dies. Okay. And I used the stamps alone, along with the Bruce and Fun, to make this birthday card for Sean. It says, "You're my cup of tea." And then I use this, happiest of birthdays to you. And I put this lovely little square piece as the background, because I thought that was quite a cute bubbly background for a cup of tea. You know, it's like the bubbles in when you make a cup of tea and you squeeze out the tea bag. So that's that. And then this is one that I made when I was sitting with my friend Deb doing a bit of card making, as you do, and we were playing with this bundle, which is also fab. And this one we're going to do, I'm going to show you a little bit how these all work today. This one's just using the new pastels. Okay, so these are chalk pastels, they're not oil pastels. I got a bit confused because it said soft pastels, so I was kind of expecting them to be soft oils, but they're not. They're soft, soft chalk. So on normal basic white cardstock, you can just take the colours and you can just do, I recommend, people say take the edge off. I didn't have any problem without, you know, with the edge still there. I just did a little bit of this. It's a bit like chalk on a chalkboard, bear with. Okay, a little bit of that. Then I did a little bit of blue. And then I did a little bit of Coastal Cabana. Where's my end? There's my end. It is slightly better when you've done an end. Oh, it still sounds very scratchy. And then I did a little bit of this is Granny Apple Green. Okay, and that looks okay-ish. But then what you can do is you can use your blender pen, which is of course not here, it is up here. Right, hold on, bear with me. Oh, I've got to move my camera. Why did I forget my blender pen? Today of all days. There we go. Right. So then you use your blender pen, or you could use your old aqua painter if you have it, or the new water painters, either way. But I wouldn't use them if you're doing it on basic white. I would use just these blender pens. And then I just did a bit of this. And that kind of smooths down the colours. It merges them all into each other. It's not pilling the cardstock, but it is, you're going to get a sort of a mixture on your pen. So you need to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Come on, off you come. There's a lot of pigment in these chalks, right? So that's what you're seeing coming off here at the end. But that's how I did my background, basically. Easy peasy, right? Not hard, not tricky. And then I put those on top. That one and that one. Very simple, really. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that bit so that you could see how that was made. And then we're going to make some other cards using the same dies and the stamps. Alrighty. So that's just a quick, this is how I made this card, because it is pretty. Thanks, Jane. It is a bit, I think it came out lovely. I was very chuffed with it. So it was a good day. We had a very creative evening that evening. So that's that. And if you use the blender pen, it doesn't make it too chalky on your fingers. You can get very messy, and you actually, less is more is what I would say. You don't need very much. Okay, but I thought today we would do a couple of things. First of all, I want to show you, just with the squared away, how you can make a really simple birthday card. So this is a little one of our basic white note cards. Okay, just going to pop that up there for a second. And then in here, the squared away, it's a cling stamp set. So it's made of rubber. So you're going to get the lovely detailed images out of the squares, and you've got these 4 background squares. So I thought I would use, let's use this. Now, the background is solid, and it's the bit in between that's left over from what you're actually stamping it onto. So you just need to be aware of that, because it is going to be quite a dark colour. So I've picked some nice light colours here. I've picked Fresh Freesia to try today. And, you know, you can just, the only thing with the Fresh Freesia is it's quite juicy. Yeah, it's quite juicy. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to do it seaways, I think. Yeah. Just press it down, see how that comes out. Yes, because this is a bit bubbly. My ink pad's a bit bubbly. It's come out a bit bubbly. So we might need to just press the ink away. If you have a really over inky ink pad, like especially if it's brand new, you can just sort of press some of that ink away with the back of a teaspoon. I didn't trust myself to do this with the back of a teaspoon until I found this one, which has a really deep bowl. So the edges are well away from your ink pad, so they don't cause an issue on your ink pad, because I would hate for it to like tear the ink pad. So let's try this again. We'll leave that one as bobbly. I quite like that, but I'll show you what I mean. No, it's still going a bit bobbly, but it's not too bad. I'm going to come up here for the next one. Now you could try and put them one after the other. That's a little less bobbly. That's cool. But I wanted them sort of like that next, so there's a gap between the two. And then I'm going to go in with Gorgeous Grape and Good Things Grow. Actually, You're So Worth Celebrating is quite a nice one as well. You are so worth celebrating, as all of you are. So this one, go in here. You're so worth celebrating. Look at that. Now that's done by eye, so you don't have to have a Stamparatus or something like that. But if you feel a bit more confident, you can. And then I would just add some gems to this, which we have some beautiful gems. Where are we? Here we go. We've got these gorgeous pearls, but they are a little large for something going in a note card. Do you know what I mean? A note card really is kind of a bit smaller stuff. So I'm going to get those out. These are the in colour gems. And see, we've got some that coordinate with that colour. In fact, they coordinate with pretty much anything purple, so that's quite cool. And you could pop one in there. You could have one down here at the end of that. You could pop another little one down here. So that's a very quick You Are So Worth Celebrating birthday card. Because you celebrate them on their birthday, don't you? So that's nice. Okay, so that's that one. So that's kind of like my really quick for beginner card. And I think you'll agree that you could make some gorgeous different colours with different squares. You know, you could make one with all of the different options on that and have a whole set of those. So that is your note card one done for this week. Now, I would say that there's not much you can do with the envelope, but you could pop a little bit down here on this corner. You know, you could just go in with a very light sort of just a little half a bit, maybe going it. See, you could go in at an angle, but I'm like, oh, you can't do that. It's got to be square. It's got to be square. So I'd go square, but there you go. So you could do something like that if you wanted to on the outside. It would have been better if I had not left the card inside, because then you don't get that funny edge. That's just me being in a rush. I don't know why I'm in a rush, but there you go. Probably because there's so much to talk about today. Okay, let's clean this off. So knowing that those two ink pads are very juicy, I'm going to go with my other two ink pads for most of my solid stamping, because I'm clever like that. So what I have is, here we go, 2 packs of cardstock, which are pretty much identical, barring the colour, barring the outside colour, if that makes sense. So we have this one that's polished pink and then has a gorgeous grape and a fresh freesia layer. And then I have this one, which has got a Highland Heather, basic white and fresh freesia layer. Okay, so those are the 2 that I thought we'd play with today. I've also got 2 sets of ribbon just in case. However, it's good for something like this to put a bit of ribbon around, because these squares are designed for long cards or square cards, but they're not so great, sometimes people might say, for this size card, you know, which is longer than it is sideways. But I like it like this because it gives you room to put something down here. So the first thing we're going to do on this one is just some stamping. Okay, so I'm going to use my Highland Heather, and we're just going to put some of those squares on here, and I want to try all of them. So we're going to try all of them, because, you know, there's no point in not going all out. So we have this one. Now, if you line that up carefully, you can have them double-sided, because you can kind of see where you are. It's a little crooked, but as I say, you have to line it up sort of bang on, really. There we go. So is this Highland Heather? Yes, that's my Highland Heather. So this should be slightly darker than, oops, than this, which is Fresh Freesia. And you see the difference? There's no sort of bubbling on this ink pad because I've had it a while. So that's good. I'm just lining one edge up. I'm hoping that the other one's going to fit in. I think it will. Yay! So that's that one. Then on this side, I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape. It might be a bit tight in the centre, but we'll just see. Oh yeah, we're going to have to overlap. Okay, I'm going to turn over. I need to leave it like it needs to be really close to the edge. So we're going to go Gorgeous Grape up here. There we go. Press that down. That's better. Then Highland Heather on this side. Oh no, it's still come out pretty far over. Okay, that's okay. That's further over than it was. There we go. Like so, that's better. And then same again for this one. I think actually I'll put this one on this one just so it's easier. Just about fits on that one. Yeah, I think oblong's fine as well. I'm with you there, Jane. So this is just, no, oh no, that should have been the other way. See, it was not paying any attention. Hold on. Not paying attention. This needs to be Gorgeous Grape. I was agreeing with you, Jane. That's what it was. This one can come down here. Like so. And then this one can be this one. Now, I'm not doing this brilliantly because I'm doing it straight off by eye. I personally would use the Stamparatus for this. Okay, and I'm being quick. But you get the idea, right? And you could keep going if you wanted to, all the way down. Oops. So you could go back with your Highland Heather and come right off the side, the bottom here, if you wanted to. It's up to you. But you see how you could create like a block image, like so. All right. That's one way of creating like a background image. And I like it, but I'd like it much better if it was lined up. So we're going to go back in and use the Stamparatus. Because whilst you can probably line it up if you're using grid paper and if you're doing, if you're taking your time, for me, I want it to be perfect. And so we're going to try with the Stamparatus. We'll try once, if not, I'll use that one. And I might need to get myself another piece of cardstock, actually, thinking about it. We'll do this. So the Stamparatus, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's just a handy tool that helps you with positioning. And it comes like this. You have 2 plates. like this. And they've got lines on them, which helps with lining things up, funnily enough. And you can get little grid papers that actually sit right inside your Stamparatus. And this gives you basically four plates. So you've got this side and you've got this side. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to line these up so that they're going to form a nice shape when we've got our card front in here. Now, I'm going to recommend that you stamp on this side of the card. You're almost doing it upside down. First of all, you need to take your foam mat out because you don't need that for rubber stamps. You only need that for photopolymer. And if we do it upside down, we can come over this way and make sure that we're going to get a nice impression. So I want to line that straight up with the edge here. And you may need to just check your stamps to make sure they do actually line straight with your rubber, because sometimes there's a bit of a kink, like on that side. So I'm going to line that up there. And then that's going to go on here, this side. Okay. Now I'm going to take my piece out. Now I know where it lines up. That's a bit cleaner on this side. Not much, but a bit. And I'm going to test that on here. So this needs to be Highland Heather. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me move that in a bit. Get the dies out of the way. Oh, sorry. Ooh, didn't mean to do that to you. Sorry. You love yours, do you, Joe? Yeah, it's great. So easy to work with. So when that comes over, we're going to be able to press it down and form an image. Now I didn't press on this side because I'm not too bothered. It doesn't have to be exact at this point. What I'm after is the layout so I can work out where it's going to go. Then I will take my chamois. That's why your chamois are really good, because you can take them out and you can wipe them, like wipe your stamps when they're on the Stamparatus. I'm now going to take this out, flip it, and then this is going to be my second position. So I want these to line up here. So again, I'm going to check my edges. Okay, so this edge is straighter. So let's line this edge up with that one over there. And then come down. That just picks it up, and then I can do some gorgeous grape just to see what it looks like. But again, just doing it lightly so I get an idea. I don't need the whole. Whoops. Oh, I'm very dropsy today, so I don't need the whole thing, which is handy considering I keep dropping everything. There we go. How's that looking? See, now that's a little crooked. Can you see that against the lines? It's a little crooked. So we'll just clean it so I don't get gorgeous grape all over my fingers. And now we need to wiggle it. So now the best thing I do is I wiggle it on the plate. So I look at what I need it to be. So this side, when this goes, so when this goes down, no, so it's this side needs to be straighter. So then I pick it up, hold it, and just sort of ease it over a tad. And you can even use the lines on your actual grid to see if that's a bit straighter. Okay. Then what I do is I pick a completely different colour, okay, because you need to be able to see where you've moved it to and whether it's right or not. So a completely different colour. This is Magenta Madness, and that will go and show me where those edges are. That looks a bit better. It's come straighter there, straighter there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that's good for that one. And now you can just get rid of your Magenta Madness. It does squeak a little bit, this chamois, that's the only thing. Okay. Then that's one side. Now we need to do the other side. So for this, I'll be turning my cardstock round. So we'll have done this side, and then I'm going to turn it round, and we're going to do this side. So for that, I'm going to turn the whole paper round so I know where I'm going and it's not interfering with that. And then I've stamped it there. I need to stamp it up here. So this, I don't really want to take it right to the top, because sometimes it's hard to stamp a solid image right at the top. So I'm going to bring it down to that line there on my grid paper. Okay, and that's going to be my, this is where it's going to go. So now I know though that I wanted it to be straight with the other, with the top and the bottom. So again, just checking, does this one go underneath? Yeah. Oh, I've done it completely differently, but it doesn't matter. So then that's top, that's bottom. Yes, we've done it the other way around, but that's okay. So I'm just checking which way around my colours are going to go. Although it'll be easy once you actually do it, because you'll be able to see. But I think that's pretty straight actually. So if I line it up again with the card, it should then line up with the other stamp, so when it goes down, right? So let's take that off. Take this off. And I know you're thinking, oh, this is a bit of a faff, right? And it is, but it's just because I like things to be perfect. If you just want to stamp one square, I did it freehand. But if you want to do the whole 4 square thing, you have to be a little patient, because that's what it takes to get something. Unless it's all connected, you have to do it by hand and by eye. So it can take a little while. So just bear with us, we'll get there. Okay, so this one's also going to be in Highland Heather. So I'll pop that down. Hey Nori, how are you? It's good to see you on here. Well, see, now that's nice and straight, isn't it? That's good. Okay, so you're catching us live today. Hurrah! We're playing with the Stamparatus. And the good thing is that once you've got these in position, you can do hundreds of them, because you've done the hard work. You've got it all in the right place. So now all you've got to do is replicate. Stamp, 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 stamp as many times as you want. This is when I hope it actually does come out okay. It should do, but you know, it's crafting, so it might not. Let's see. That's straight, but it's quite a way in from that edge. So I think that's going to be about it, but we'll see. So now, gorgeous grape, edges. Okay, have I lost you all? Have you all fallen asleep, or you all still, hello, are you all still there and okay? Okay, see, now this needs to come over a little bit more. See that? Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it's quite obvious on the camera. What have I done with my chamois? I'll put it over here. So quite obviously that needs to shift. I'll just clean all that off. Okay, you're still there. Good. Okay. So this needs to come up a little bit, so it's a bit the same as that. And it needs to just come over a little bit on this side. So again, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it. Is there a line there that I can follow? It needs to go a little bit higher than that line, and a little bit over towards that line. Okay. So a little bit higher, a little bit over. Let's see how this is. See if this has worked. Just going to close that up for a second. Okay. So again, this final one, we might need to do a little bit more wiggling around with it. I'm not confident that it's going to be right, but we'll see. It looks a bit too far over to me. Yes, a little bit too far. Not much, nearly there. We're nearly there. I actually quite like it with that magenta in the ground. But no, I'm moving. I'm stopping. Stop messing around with your colours, Pip. It definitely needs to go a bit higher again. Still. Have I moved it down? Is that the problem? To go higher, we need to go that way, don't we? That's what I did. I moved it the wrong way. So it needs to go a bit higher this way. So I'm going to go a little higher this way. And a little bit more over that way. So that's straight. That does not look straight. Let's try that bit up there. The good thing is you've got these lines, you see, so you can follow the lines on your grid. Right, we need another colour now. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Let's try yellow. That should stick out. So, I like this. So Marilyn says that she doesn't think her perfectionist characteristic would be able to cope with lining these up at Crafty near bedtime. No, this is definitely a during the day activity when you're awake, Marilyn, and your brain capacity can cope with it for sure. But I wanted to show you because I know people are going to buy it, try and get it square, and then be really frustrated when they can't. And I want to kind of show why that might be. No, I think that's not too bad. It's still just a little bit over on that side. I'm still trying to work out which edge that is. It needs to just come over from this side, just from this side a little bit. And I am being very pedantic, you know, because I am a little bit like that. But I know other people are like that too, like you, for example. So we're just going to walk this a smidge back. There we go. Keep that there. That looks good. Okay, now the moment of truth. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Let's see if we can actually get this to work. It'll be a miracle. No, it won't. It'll be planning. Planning. Right. Let's try this. So we're going to start off with our holy one. Okay. And we're going to take our piece. I'm going to pop it in here. Hold it. And this is going to stamp over onto this side. Okay. And this is going to be in Highland Heather. Okay. Oh, look, see? Jane's saying that you can borrow her Stamparatus. Isn't that lovely? Exactly. You also do need to make sure that your cardstock is straight with the edge, because that will also throw everything off if it's not. Okay. And the good thing about the Stamparatus is, remember we had some which are a bit gappy. Like that's not a particularly great depth of image. I think I need to re-ink my Highland Heather. Okay, let's put this under here. It doesn't. Let's do this. Need more ink. But with the Stamparatus, you see, you can go back on and do it again, and then you can get a deeper depth of colour. Okay, that's not bad. So then we're going to turn it over. We're going to flip it. Moment of truth. This one's going to come down here with Gorgeous Grape. There we go. Oh, I've got inky fingers. Wash it before you do that. There we go. Okay, that needs a bit more. See on that corner, I just didn't touch that corner hard enough. There we go. That's better. Take that out, turn it over, line it up with a 6-inch, like that line that we put in there that we said we were going to line it up with. Get rid of that set of plates. Next set of plates. And we're going to go in here. See, I did get those wrong, but never mind. Yeah, because this isn't going to go in, is it? That's going to go down there. Yeah. I wanted to do both the swirly lines at top and bottom, but I couldn't work out which way they went. Never mind, doesn't matter. does not matter. We're going to go with this. This is our gorgeous grape coming in here. Dun, dun, dun. Nice. Turn it over. It's not badly lined up. It's a little bit wonky at the top there, but it's not bad. Worst case scenario, whoops, you could always trim it if you wanted to. You know, that's another option if you were that particular about stuff, which some days I can be. God, I really need to re-ink my Highland Heather. Has it all gone to the edges? It's all gone to the edges. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. So considering that was like live and I didn't actually change it up or do it beforehand because I wanted to show you the difference. Personally at home, I would have just shifted this one up slightly. That's just me being perfectionist, a little bit like Marilyn. But now we've got our two, and they'll dry lighter, the Highland Heather ones, so they will be definitely two different colours by the time we're finished. And now we can just stamp a nice sentiment in there. Now, if we're really concerned about this piece in the middle and the fact that it is not quite correct, then you hide it with something. And in this case, you could put some ribbon around it. That would work very nicely. But I'm okay with it. I'm going to put some sprinkles in, like some different coloured pieces in, so that will hide it. So we'll take that off there for now, and then we will do take these off so that we don't lose them. Don't need the Stamparatus anymore. Oh, I still need to clean this one. So let's just get that back out again. So what do we think? This is not simple stamping. This is more for your avid stampers in terms of how long it takes you to get things lined up. But I like the effect. The effect is good. And as I said, once I had that lined up, I could have stamped, you know, 30 of them, 40 of them. So they're really good if you want to make lots of multiples of something. Okay, so now this is going to go on here, and then it's going to go on here. Okay, so we need something pink, do you think? We need something pink. So we'll put the sentiment down the bottom. It could be You're So Worth Celebrating, which actually I like because it goes kind of long ways, which is quite nice. So we'll put that one down the bottom with some gorgeous grape. But then we're going to change it up just slightly. Ooh, go away. Make sure I know where I'm going. So celebrating. I still want to put that birthday message in. So this is how you can change it from being all squares to being something a little bit slightly different. So let me just hop up a second and grab one of my punches. I'm going to grab, yeah, see, this one's quite a good one. That might cut off a bit too much. Oh, here we go. Let's use this. Let's use the oval punch, because I think that's a nice sort of different piece to put onto something like this. And I think the best thing about Today's You're So Worth Celebrating kind of goes together. I think it's going to fit in there, but if not, I think the Happiest of Birthdays might do. So we'll try both of those and see. That's definitely going to fit in there. I think this one might be a little bit tight. So we'll get some white card, and this time I'm going to put it in that polished pink so it matches the bit behind, if you see what I mean. So let us stamp that first. There we go. We'll stamp both and we'll see. We'll see if this one will fit in. I hope it does. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's a little bit tight. You'd be all day. Joe says, I'll be all day. I know. Sometimes it is, but it might be worth it if you're doing it for a special person. That's how I see it. Okay, and I might actually do one this way just to show you something we could do differently. Let's do that. Okay, so let's see, will our oval punch, oh look, it will, that's fantastic. So that comes out nicely of there. This one, I like the fact you can do it both ways, so you can have happiest of birthdays to you this way, or you can do it this way as well. So I'm just kind of lining up a few for later on. That's quite cute, isn't it? Okay, so the best thing, so what I'm thinking is a little bit of gorgeous grape ribbon just behind this bit here, going across the center like that, so it kind of hides it a little bit, and then we'll put that on top there, also hiding that bit. See, it doesn't look so bad now. And then that down there. See, it all comes together just like that. Okay, so we'll pop this down. And I realise I've been waffling on and that took a while, so we'll just, because I do want to get the dies out. And I forgot to bring my mini over. Oh, what an idiot. How silly was that? I'll have to go and grab it. You'll have to bear with. Right, up here. Because the dies are awesome in this set. There we go. Well, that really shows off how crooked that is. It wasn't that bad a minute ago. Oh no, I think it's me sticking my thingy down. I want to do it up a bit. Come on, Pip, get your grip. Get a grip. Get a grip. That there, that's where I want it to be. Like that, like that. Excellent. Okay. And we will glue this to the front, which is this side. So did you all see the photo of me with my hair different colours that last night? I did try and get into the patriotic mood, give them a bit of support, you know, come on England. Not that it worked, but yeah, it's all gone today. There we go. Excellent. Nice. So that's that, that's that, that's that. Then we can put this up on dimensionals. Oh, Margaret, you saw it this morning. Yes. It was a hopeful look. Still, they did do well. And it was nice to see 3 Brits actually who got into the doubles tennis. I love the doubles tennis. When it's, you know, mixed doubles, it's so much fun. There we go. So there we go. There's that, and then we can add a few of these little. We've got in these what they're called, pastel pearls. We've got some lovely colours in here. And get it out. There we go. So we've got some of these. Look at this. Some of these. Pretty. These work. All of these work. Even the old ones. These are old purple posy, but they still work because they're all in the same colour range. So we could do a couple of these. And again, if you hang them off, oh no, if you hang them off, it does actually change your look of your whole thing, but you have to be okay with doing it. And sometimes I find I struggle with that, but that's a bit too in the line, isn't it, really? Kind of want to do it down here somewhere. There. Don't want them all in a line. Dear, and I know that's not central either, but there you go. See, it doesn't have to necessarily be Marilyn, honestly. So it's pretty, isn't it? It is a bit of a faff, and this is slightly off. Ugh. But only by like a millimetre, and it is handmade. And if it was absolutely spot on perfect, people would think you'd bought it in a shop, and then what's the point in that? So so yeah, so that's that. Right, while I clear this up a little bit, what else do people think about it? Too much of a faff? Too good doing it? Does it look pretty when it's done? You can just do single ones as well, which is good. I'm just going to unplug for a second though, so bear with me because I've got to go and get my mini. Oh. Trust me to forget the important thing. All right. Hi Hannah, afternoon. Oh, I put a knot now in my microphone. Never mind, that should be okay. Right, I'm going to put my ugly mug back on. I am still here. So, so that was a little bit of a tricky one, you know, just to get them all lined up like that. But I wanted to show you how you can do it. Yes, diamond formation, Nori. See, that's a really good idea. And I just think sometimes we're so driven to perfection when actually, does it really matter? Does it matter if it's slightly out? Does it matter if it's not 100% perfect? Because it is handmade, right? And it's from us, and we're not perfect. So I figure as long as you can cope with it, and I know some people can't, but if you give it away, you don't have to cope with it. You don't have to look at it for very long. You can give it to somebody else. Let them look at it. Make sure they're not a perfectionist. So in case you didn't catch what Nori was saying there, look, she said it would look pretty in diamond. Yes, I think that would be a lovely idea, putting it in a diamond shape. Really cool. Okay, so I desperately need to clear myself some space here on my little desk because it is little, but we'll get there. So the next thing I want to show you is the dies, because that's how I made this card that we've got here, and that didn't use any of the stamps at all apart from for the sentiment, but I figure we could use a bit of both. So we're going to use a bit of both. I'm just clearing away my space. Basically, I need to clear away my Stamparatus because it's got lots of plates and stuff hanging around. So we'll just get rid of that because we're going to need the space in a minute for me to share some sneak peeks. Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, Sheila. Oh, you were watching an old one by mistake. Oh no, that's a shame. Although I'm sure you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now, the question here is, what did I do with my magnet? Because it is not here. It must be here. Oh, there it is. It is here. It is here. I just can't see it. There we go. There we go. Don't want to get mixed up with that little lot. Need to get that little lot away. Okay. So I long for the day when Sean puts a proper desk in here. Then I can put stuff on the desk and just move it off. Although at least you'll notice, hopefully, hopefully you'll notice that my filing's all done. I did that over the weekend while we were watching the golf. We were watching golf, tennis, football, all in one day. It just got very, very confusing. Every time I went in, there was something different on the television. So Sean was flicking backwards and forwards between the two, or the three, as it were. And yeah, so that kept us busy for most of the day yesterday. Right, so the good thing is, oh, that's not going to work. Let's just get that and just shove those back in somewhere, Pip, so that you don't have to take too long tidying that up. Right, so the good thing is, remember this one that we did that wasn't perfect? Guess what you can do with those bits? Any thoughts on what you might be able to do with those bits? I bet you can think of something. Oh, bless you, Sheila. Thank you. Sheila was watching one on repeat by accident. I like the fact it was better the second time around. Even though you knew the surprise, you knew what was coming. So that's good. So what I would do with those bits is, let's see, is anybody? Yes, Jane's got it. There you go. Cut them out. So you can get your little scissors out or snips, get your trimmer out, and you could just chop them out. So you could get them to be nice and solid as a square, and that becomes a background. So I'm just going to cut sort of down here, like so. Which one should we pick? What's going on in this one? Oh, I've only got a white because I got rid of the other. Oh, let's maybe switch that around then. This was supposed to be a white and then a thingy, wasn't it? But we could do that and I think a white actually. I'm going to go with a white and a gorgeous grape. I'm going to make the gorgeous grape. No, I'm going to make the white smaller. So let's just cut down my my basic white, should I say? I'm still getting that wrong. Honestly, 10 years and I no, cut it down, Pip. 10 years of saying whisper white. I'm not going to get it right anytime soon, am I? There we go. Let's make that one. So I just want to chop that down a little bit. I think it'll be good because it'll show it off really nicely. Okay, so that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. And then what else have we got? We can either do this by hand, or if you're feeling a perfectionist, you can do it by trimmer. But actually doing it by hand is okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to add something on top of it. So by hand will be fine. And you'll see why in a minute. Because these have been designed to work in tandem with the dies. So let me show you the dies. Okay. Where are we? Get that out a bit more out of the way. Oh, take all my rubbish away, get rid of that. Right, let me switch over cameras. There we go. In fact, I can take myself away. There we go. Right, so we're back. Okay, so the dies are these. And so here, these are the extra bits that go on top of these basic ones. So let's do one in, let's do a polished pink. No, let's do a, what's this? Highland Heather. Let's do a Highland Heather. No, I haven't got Highland Heather. Let's do a fresh freesia. Ooh. Or no, let's do a fresh freesia, and then we'll do, yeah, we need a bit of gorgeous grape in there, don't we really? So let's do a polished pink and a gorgeous grape. Let's do it this way around. Sometimes the working out is the most difficult bit. Yeah, most difficult bit. It's the hardest bit to do. So you're going to, you can use your scraps for these. They don't need to be very big. They're only that size. So we'll do that. And then for this one, it doesn't even need to be that big. So we can do this. There we go. And so these all fit with a mini, which is great. So if you don't have, if you haven't invested or you don't want to invest in the larger Stampin' Cut and Emboss, you don't have to. you can stick with the mini and still get some fabulous results. So we need our base plate, our 2 cutting plates, and then my little, do you like my little magnetic tray? This is one of my customers, Marilyn. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. It's a little tray. It comes in pink, and I've got a purple one as well, but I haven't put the magnet in that one yet. So let's do this. Let's do, get this out. Okay, can you see that? Yes, good. So we're going to do this big square one first. Just pop that on. And I might do a flower, so then I can use that for another one if I want to later at some point. Because you never know. And when you're rolling through, you might as well do both. There we go. Okay. Yes, sorry, Jane, I'd forgotten that I hadn't done that. Jane was just asking me to make the desk image a bit bigger. There we go. So now we've cut those out. And they just fall out literally like that, which is cute. And then we make sure we've got all that stuff off to get rid of that. And then we're going to go with the little flower here, like so. We'll see what this looks like. It might need to be a lighter purple. We'll just see. If so, I can just whiz it back through with the freezer. I didn't bring my Highland Heather here for some reason. It's a bit silly. Right, here we go. Right, so now, see, these fit behind here perfectly like that. So we'll pop a little bit of glue on the back of this, just along this frame. Oops. You can cut this out, obviously, using the adhesive sheets if you wish, if you want to do that. Come on. I'm also going to stick it down over the. You don't have to do it all over the thing because we're going to stick it down all the way here as well. But it's nice to have a little bit of the frame sticking. There we go. That way. I've chopped it a little bit too small. Actually, you could get away with leaving a little bit more of a frame around that inside piece. I cut it really tight to the, whoops, to the edge. There we go. That works. Then we'll decide where we want that on our card front. So I'll pop this on here. And we could either go with the completely, you know, let's be symmetrically thing, but I quite like, oops, down a bit, come on. I quite like a corner piece. So I quite like doing a piece that's just in the corner down here. And of course you could put that on dimensionals, but I'm going to put the flower up on dimensionals, so I didn't want it to be double. Oops. And see, these are much easier to get square and get lined up because you're just going to use the edge of the die as your square line. So that's easy to get straight. And then we'll just pop that little flower on top of there, but we'll pop it up with dimensionals. Then you can see the pink underneath as well. If you use the little minis, they'll just fit in the petals because, you know, it's been designed to work with all things Stampin' Up, so of course it's going to fit, and it doesn't need all, but you know, I can't do it. I can't do just 3. I have to do them all now. Oh dearie me. There we go. Right, so who's like that? I just can't leave it. I'm so OCD. It just doesn't look right, even though it would work perfectly with 3 and it still wouldn't have a soggy middle. Because it's got 5 petals, I feel like I have to do 5 dimensionals. It's just a thing. Don't even know where I got it from. I'm sure I never used to be quite so hung up about things, but there you go. And then they are slightly different, so you need to make sure that you've got your two. That's that one, and that one, I think. Is that right? No, maybe it's those two. There we go. That's it, like so. So it sticks up, but you can kind of see underneath. And then in the middle, I bet we could put one of those little gem things. Maybe a paler one. Put one of those pale ones right in the middle. Will it fit in the middle? I think it might. I think it might. Oh no, it's just a little bit too big. Okay, that's just a smidgy too big to go down the hole. In which case, is this going to fit? Might put just a diddy one, so it's sort of twinkling in the depths of the hole. There we go. Oops, no, come on, go in. There we go. So then it's twinkling inside. That looks nice. Love a bit of a twinkle. And you can then add whatever sentiment you would like to that. And you can either put it on as a a raised one, or you could just put it straight flat on, depending on whether you felt comfortable stamping straight on or not. Okay. Oh, I've been at it an hour already. I'm so sorry. That was all that Stamparatus-y bit, wasn't it? Did take a while. Was worth it, but did take a while. Right, there we go. So we've got our sparkle in the depths. You see that just twinkling away in there? Ooh, look, there you go. Yeah, you can see it better in real life. And then you can either decide to pop on a sentiment or just leave it blank. I quite like it blank. So it's kind of useful for anything then, any kind of card. Or I might put in, I do like good things grow. I do like that sentiment. And then inside you can put like our friendship, or you could just put in, you know, like your business or like your children, or, you know, whatever you want to. It doesn't have to be for anything. I think we'll do decisions. Might do Highland Heather. After all that, no, I won't, because it's too hard to get to. I'm going to go for Gorgeous Grey. There we go. So, what do we think? I have got some fantastic ideas for my bundle fun class, which is coming up with this. And no, don't panic. We're not doing loads of put that up there. Balance it out. No, maybe not. I'm going to put it here-ish, I think. I kind of want to put it there, but I'm going to put it over here. There we go. So I have some, I've got, yeah, some great ideas for some fancy stuff. Some quite fancy stuff with this thing, with these dies and these stamps that we could do, but not using necessarily the Stamparatus for my class in August. But where's it gone now? Lost the card we made. Oh, and I don't know what colours we'll be using, but I doubt it's going to be these colours. I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I haven't thought yet. But we're going to be doing lots of stuff anyway. But I love the backgrounds that you can make on these. And the things that you can make with these little dies. They're so great because they form these whole squares. You know, you can do so much fun stuff with them. So I have some great designs planned for the bundle fun. So the class is £28, and that gets you the materials to come along. If you then want to, you can buy the stamps and the dies yourself. You can buy them through me. I don't mind either way, really. And then you just bring the stamps and the dies along to the class and make the projects. So that's kind of how it works. So that's the all squared away stuff kind of done. I kind of like those. This was a bit faffy. This was not faffy. This was a bit faffy because of the Stamparatus, but it was still good. That was quick and easy, right? So who have we got? Oh, Marilyn says, oh yes, rain will make the flowers grow. It is quite encouraging. It is indeed. I like that very much, that sentiment. Hi, Margaret, going to watch it all on catch up. Good. And Lisa, you like them. Excellent. Good. So that is the end of that piece, but I do want to do some sneak peeks with you. So can you wait just a few more minutes before you head off back to whatever it is you're going to do this afternoon? Because, oh, Lisa's on. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Oh, I must be running late if all of you guys are coming in from overseas. Oh dear. Oh yes, and I forgot I need to put this one back on here as well. See, because this one came out beautifully as well. I really like that one too. Just using it as a little accent to the back of something, and shows you how different it looks in different colours. And it would look completely different if we'd stamped it on the white to if we stamped it onto the fresh freesia. So yeah, different things. Okay, so let me quickly tidy up, which means shoving stuff on the floor, and put my stamps away. Let's put my stamps away. And then we will do a quick sneak peek and talk about my paper party fun. Paper party fun. Who here has been? Actually, I don't know if anybody here has been to paper party fun. It is a fab session. Hannah's here. If Hannah's still here, I don't know, she might be working. She might be back at work by now. But Paper Party is where I collaborate with another one of my lovely American friends who won't be here yet because she's all the way over in California. And we run a party between us. So I say it's a party. It is a 2-day party. It's a little bit like a long class. Okay. It's almost like a retreat, but nowhere near as technical. Because my retreats do tend to get a little bit technical. And I can't wait till next weekend. I can't wait. Next weekend, summer retreat. Oh, I really hope you're gonna love it because I love what I ended up making. So I hope you're going to enjoy it as well. But paper party, you don't need to see me putting all these away, do you? Let me just do that. Whoosh. I love this new machine. It's fabulous. Oh, yay. Thanks, Hannah. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I love it. I think it's it's just it was just a great way to collaborate with someone. Tina asked me, do you want to do something? Do you want to do this? Would you do something? And I'm like, okay, I've never done anything like that before, but let's give it a go. And it's just gone from strength to strength. So we've done, this will be our 3rd one that we're doing now. So basically we each design half the projects, and there's 3 options with the paper party. Okay, you can just do the paper share, and that's 40 quid all in, and you get a quarter pack of all the papers from the new catalogue, which I'm about to show you. So you can see them. So you'll get a quarter pack of everything. Oh, we did that one as well, didn't we? That was quite cute too. I like that. And then that's it. You take them away. You have quarter pack of everything. I cut mine all. Lots of people do 6x6, but I find them very unwieldy to use 6x6 because you can basically just get one card out of them. So I cut mine 6x12 inches, or what would that be? 15 centimeters by 30.5 centimeters. So that's how I cut mine, and that means that you get a bigger piece of paper which you can then turn into several card fronts. So that's how I do mine, and I prefer them like that. And then, so that's just the paper share. So 40 quid paper share, all in, done, dusted, posted to you in a lovely pink box, provided my pink box shipper hasn't run out of boxes, but I should have enough. So all in a nice pink box, shipped to your door, and you can crack on and do whatever you want with the papers. Or you can choose to come and play. So when you come and play with us, you get packs card kit packs for the 8 new papers that are coming in the Christmas mini July to December, August to December, really, by the time it goes live, catalogue. So you get the quarter pack of papers, and then you get card kits, and we're going to be doing 8. There's 8 new papers. You're going to get 8 card kits and envelopes. Plus, if you come to the paper party, you will also get a quarter pack of cork. Did I say cork? Yes, I did. And a quarter pack of shimmer vellum, gold this time. So you'll get all of that, and you'll get the designs, and you'll get to come along to a private Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, we have 2 days. Well, it's like 1.5 days really. So we start at just after lunch on the Friday, and then we roll all the way through to Saturday, and we do Facebook Lives. Somebody's just binged the door. Hang on one moment. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I think this is my rats. Bear with. I'll be back. Honestly, it's always the way. Oh dear, let's put that in, isn't it? And I think my phone's going to die if I'm not careful. What are we up to? 37%. Okay, we should be all right for a bit. So yes, you get to come along to Facebook, and you get all the designs, the card designs, and we do Zooms, we do lives, we do extra projects, and we do surprise giveaways, because we love giving surprises away. So that's just an extra tenner. So it's 40 quid, you just get the papers. 50 quid, you get everything else. And then if you want to, you can add on the bundles or the stamp sets. That's entirely up to you. And you'll get an extra embellishment if you do that. But that's optional. So if you're a demo, you can come. We don't mind. We love demos. You can come too. And then that way you can have things that maybe you haven't thought about, or ways to use paper, and it gets you cutting the paper, which is great. We do challenges, we do all that kind of stuff. So, but we don't bundle in the products so that people can come who've maybe already got them. But we do have an option for customers to buy our products, because obviously, why not? So if you want to order this and you want to do it, you can book now. Let me switch over. Here we go. So are you ready? Right. This is the first stamp set that we're going to be using. It's called Sweets and Treats. And it's got little pies and apple, what's that? Toffee apples, Christmas pud, cupcakes. So it lasts throughout the year. We're trying to do ones, it's got happy birthday in here. We're trying to do ones that are not just Christmas, okay, and not just Thanksgiving or Halloween or any of those things. They're things that would last throughout the year as well. So Sweets and Treats, lovely stamp set. That's a photopolymer stamp set. Then we have a cling stamp set, well defined, mainly because I love this. Halloween, when taking candy from strangers is good and dressing normally is strange. I love that. I just think that's very me. Oh, it could also be a cake pop, says Marilyn. Yes, it could be a cake pop. That's great. Turn it the other way. So gratitude, the feeling in my heart when I think about you. Now, the thing with this is that, yes, you might say, oh, this is, you know, whatever. But look, holiday, a reason to eat more. Absolutely. Christmas, the time of year where the presence of family is better than presents from the family. I think after this year, we'll all agree that that is probably true. So I just like that. It's nice. So it's a cling, so it's going to have good definition on the wording. So that's good. And then, but you don't have to buy all of them, it's up to you. And then the Christmas one we've got is this, called Words of Cheer, and it's a bundle. So Words of Cheer, Holiday, Christmas, Happy Christmas from my home to yours. That's nice. I like it's from my home, not from our home, because not everyone's in a relationship. So that's really nice. We've not had that before. Happy wishes to you and yours. A little bit of a spriggy thing going on. And yeah, that's lovely. But so the stamp set's nice. The dies make it come alive. and I'm opening them for the first time here. Oh, for the first time I'm opening them live. Oh, am I freezing? Oh no. No, 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 don't tell me that's me. Can everyone else see me okay? I'm not seeing any issues here, but then maybe I'm not. Can you tell me if I'm okay? Okay. I'm gonna crack on and hope that it's okay. Okay, good. Maybe your end. Okay, good. Okay, phew. So the die set is huge. Okay, and it has these brilliant dies that cut out cheer, and these ones are individual, and they layer on top of these, and they've got little sprigs. It's just amazing. And then lots of a dotty sort of edge, like a trim that you can do. And this is happy, so you've got happy and cheer, so you could have like Christmas cheer, happy Christmas, you know, all those kind of things that we've done previously. But it's also got lovely stars, some foliage, and some holly. So it's a really nice bundle, that one. So if you want to do the whole shebang, then it's 100 and I want to say 130. I need to double check. I think it's, I'm sure I said it's 130, but you get extra stuff as well. So that's the stamps. Oh, hello, what's going on? So that's the stamps. And the papers, we're going to do a very quick romp through because I'm down to 30% on my what have I done with me? What have I done with the papers? Where have they gone? Oh, they've all slid towards the back. There we go. Right, let's start with the 6x6. Quick romp through Halloween. Whee, ghosts and cats and pumpkins and sweets and pink bats. Well, bats with very pink ears. Kind of cute. Stripes. What else we got? Funny. I'm going to have to take it out on time. It's not working. It's not working. Right, here we go. See this? So black and white, houses on green. We've got ghosts and we've got like skulls with ravens, but they're all kind of fun. They're not kind of, it's not scary. It's all kind of fun. Now, I don't really do Halloween very much, but there are some fantastic backgrounds that you can just use as stripe. I mean, black and white on pretty much anything is fairly good. So you can, and you're going to get just one of everything of that. Okay, so that's that. Then we've got the gingerbread, one of everything on this. So gingerbread, look, loads and loads of lovely things, Christmas trees, icing, candies, mixture, baubles, bells and snowflakes. Loads of lovely stuff, right? So you're going to get a quarter pack of that. I'm romping because we're going to run out of battery soon. Then we've got pretty dogs and cats and mice. Okay, these are all your 12 inches. So dogs and cats. I love this one. Corgis, cats and goldfish. Where am I? I'm back to the same one. Oh, have I done this? Oh, maybe I've done this in half. Hold on. Oh yes. Then we've got light bulbs, stockings, and cats and dogs and mice in stockings. They're cute, aren't they? So cute. Can you see that? No, because that's in the way. Come on, give us some light. A bit light. That's a bit better. Okay. And then on the back of those, lovely stripy, starry, knitted, all different kinds of Christmas stuff. That's that. Next one is very traditional, I would say. So, where have I got did I do this one? I think I did. Okay. So ferny, tiny, beautiful, soft sea foam snowflake hollies, sort of brickwork, leafy and bobbly, berry-y, I think. Is that right? Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we flip them over like magic. And on this side, we've got berries and pine cones, pine needles and leaves, lots of pine cones. That's a nice berries and leaves one. This one's my favorite, pine cones. And then this one with leafy bits on it. So that's a nice one. And again, you'll get a quarter pack of this. So, come on. Next up, this is one of the autumn ones. Okay, so we've got, this is like snow on top of a, on branches, which is quite nice. You see that? And then we've got some tile patterns. We've got some harvesty patterns. Where are we? Come on. We've got some lovely kind of like distressed paper ink patterns, some more vintagey colours, and then some beautiful blue and white. I love that. Reminds me of the dragonfly paper that we had. And then on the back side, it's completely different. And we go to Morocco or somewhere like that, or some Mediterranean kind of country, and we go all very bright and cheery, which is like weird, but good weird, if you know what I mean. So that's like, you know, very bright. So you're going to get a quarter sheet. So you'll get half of one of these sheets, that whole size of each and every one of these. Okay, next. next. Where am I going now? Right, so this is the paper. This is the, have I opened that one? Did I open this one? I must have opened this one. This is the paper. Yeah. For those of you who are eagerly awaiting Christmas retreat, and I know there's quite a few of you who are eagerly awaiting Christmas retreat, we are doing Whimsy and Wonder. So this is all gorgeous holographic paper. We've got pink, we've got green with pinks, and holographic elements in there too. You see that? Gorgeous, gorgeous. We've got trees, again, sparkly trees. They've really upped their game on their papers this year. We've got presents, and I mean, they normally have good papers anyway. Right, we've got presents, we've got all very shiny, all the colours of the rainbow in that one. And then we've got baubles, and the baubles have got little deer in them or little roses. So cute. And then on the back, even the back is pretty. Look at this. Normally, if you've got like a holographic front, the back is maybe not quite so nice, but look at this. Beautiful, and quite, in one way, non-traditional, but also with some traditional, like this lovely mossy meadow here. Right, so this is lovely. And then some really nice misty moonlight there. So, quarter pack of that. If you can't come to retreat, or even if you can come to retreat, you might want some extra. Then we've got, what else have we got here? Where am I going next? Come here. Oh yeah, this is to die for. This is gorgeous, and you'll get it this way. So don't panic. You'll get a whole half a sheet of this. So let's just move those out of the way a little bit further. Okay, so you're going to get that piece cut that way, and this is all gold foiled. Can you see that? The tops of all the plants are gold foiled. So you've got that one, this one. It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. This one with owls. I know a few people here who love owls. That's going to go really well. Oak leaves. I know a few people here are going to like oak leaves. And then swallows. I think they're swallows. I'm assuming they are. Some kind of swifty swallowy bird. And then more gilded. I mean, it's just stunning. And even the back is pretty good as well. So we've got holly, thistly leaves, branches. What's this? Polished pink and early espresso. Who knew, right? And then some cinnamon cider, leafy things. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Just these backgrounds are lovely. Although I'm not sure how many people could actually use these when you've got all of this gorgeous, lovely foiled papers to be playing with. I'm not sure who could use the back side, but anyway, there you go. So that's that. And then there's more. What else we got here? That's that. That's that. Here we go. Last but not least, I think. Is this last? Yes, here we go. One more to go. Oh. This one is another beautiful Christmas one. And it is lovely. I mean, that would just make a beautiful piece of home decor, wouldn't it? Just as it is. It's like just like that. And it's got silver on it. Oh, lovely. So there's this one. This is very clever. They've actually designed the paper to be cut into 4 6x6. So you've got 4 big square cards if you want to, or you can chop them into 8 in different things if you want to. So that's really clever. Then we've got, and they're all foiled again, silver foil. Then we've got this one. I got an extra sheet. I'm not telling anyone about that. And this has also got foiled snowflakes on that one. And then this one is like a wood grain. That's what I'm looking for. This one, which is just sort of like snow, and again foiled. And then this one, which again, trees, chop it down the middle, 3 cards, there you go. And then on the back side, again, really nice. If you didn't ever want to use the silvered side, you've got some lovely grey, all the different greys, basic grey and smoky slate. And then this one's nice with the cabins on, that's quite nice. And then some, this actually looks like the same image that we've just used in Squared Away. See this image here with the lines on? It's exactly the same as this image with the lines on. See that? Clever, isn't it? Hey, how they make that so you could not use it just for Christmas. Although, to be fair, on this side, you really would want to just use it for Christmas. But there you go. So I think that covers everything. I think that was 8. Hopefully, if you watch that back, that will be 8. So you'll get a quarter pack of all of that, plus goodies. And obviously, if you come to the party, you'll get the goodies and the card packs and all that kind of stuff. Let's turn that down a smidge. So yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good deal. So 40 quid for just the papers, 50 quid if you want to come to the party, and I'm sure it's 130, but I'll just double check that and pop that in the thing. If you want to come to the whole shebang and buy all the bundles and the stamp sets and everything and be part of it all. So thank you for being so patient. I can't believe I've gone an hour and a half again, but there was so much to show you. Lots of sneak peeks, plus we had a good play with the Stamparatus as well. Hopefully that will help some people with the Stamparatus too. So thank you so much for watching. Please use the booking links if you want to come to the Squared Away bundle class, because bookings close next Friday the 24th. So if you want to come to that, then book in, and I look forward to seeing you there. In the meantime, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end, and I'm going to give away one of the cards I've made today to somebody who has commented today. So I'll wait until tomorrow and then I'll pick a winner. Alrighty, thanks ever so much. Lovely, take care, and I will see. Oh, sorry, Joe's got a good question. When is the closing date for Papershare? Not until the 14th of August. You've got plenty of time, so do not panic. Okay, so that's good. Yes, so details, Sheila, I'm going to be sending out. If you've subscribed to my classes email, you'll get one of those, but also I'm going to be putting it up in our group. And if you want to join into our group, then let me know. I will click on, I'll put up a link to subscribe to my emails, and you'll get emails about it, but I'll also put it into our group. And what was I going to say? And I'll post about it on here as well, so it'll be on the page too. But you can find all of the booking details for everything. All the classes are up and loaded right the way through until Christmas retreat, including a launch party in person that's happening in September. Fingers crossed, all things going according to plan. So yeah, if you're one of my customers and you want to come and see the stuff in person, and you can be in the Ashvale area on the 11th of September in the afternoon, then pop along. It is just for customers. I'm trying to keep the numbers down because obviously we've got restricted numbers, so we will do that. But anyway, it will be lovely to see you if you're around. So all of it's up on my booking system. You just go to www.queenpipcards.com, which is, where is it? This one. And then you click on the word shop. No, you don't. Well, you do if you want to shop. You click on the word book if you want to book any of my events. So if you click on book, you can book into the bundle class, the paper share, Christmas retreat, and the launch party as well. So all up there as well. But I am limiting spaces. So if you're a teamie, please don't book into the launch party until I know how many numbers I can have, etc. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching and being a part of this week, and I will see you soon. Yes, Sheila, you are in our group, but I haven't put it up there yet, so you wouldn't have seen it yet because I've been launching it today here live. So anyway, I will I'll put it up soon. Alrighty, take care for now, everyone. Have a good week. Happy crafting. Bye.